Hello, welcome to Coaching TikTok. I am Coach Rezzhel from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Purposeful Living. This coaching conversation is for individuals who are in a journey of self encounter, and my mission is to create the right habitat so you can be able to encounter yourself and understand who you are, your calling, mission, and purpose in life. Thank you so much for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I will be sharing for this session. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay if you are streaming via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach A I Connect. Then if you are new to our platform as well, please like, follow, and subscribe. And for those who are just joining in, let me introduce myself. I am Coach Rezzhel. I am the operations manager of Decaf Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines, offering 24 by 7 coaching services on demand any time of the day, any day of the week. We operate to inspire people and help transform lives through the platform of life coaching. I am from Life Coach Philippines and a certified co-actively co-create life coach by Master Coach A. Life Coach Philippines is a community of credentialed life coaches offering coaching classes and services worldwide. So to learn more about what we do and for individuals who seek for opportunities to help transform lives in every domains of life, please feel free to connect with me. I'll be more than happy to walk you through the process. I am also a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. Let me also introduce my coaching community. I am the creator and founder of Purposeful Living Coaching Community. This is a coaching community that creates a safe habitat where you can explore your true path as you uncover your deepest calling to live your greatest purpose in life. And if you want to join, feel free to connect with me. I'll be more than happy to welcome you in. All right, as we move on, please also share your thoughts, your aha moment, that moment where you are able to encounter something that changed your perspective or changed the way you look at certain situations in your life. You can also be a blessing of that encounter if you can, or feel free to also share it in your community, in your timeline, your news feed, in your space. And feel free to also tag us by using hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag coaching TikTok, so we can be able to also know how you are encountering our discussion this afternoon. Be a blessing in your space, whatever you will be encountering this afternoon, channel that to the people in your space as well. So again, for this afternoon, we will be talking about encountering your fears as you live your purpose. So meaning to say, no, ito yung every time we are going to pursue what we really want or we set some goals to achieve in life, or when we are able to paint already the kind of success we want to achieve or the passion that we will be doing, there is that moment there that you will feel that fear, no? So how many of you can connect with me? Feel free to share it in the comment as well, no? Yung mga moment na may gusto kang gawin or may gusto kang i-pursue, no? May emotion kang mararamdaman, and that's what we call fear, no? So yung specific na emotion na ito na pag-uusapan natin every time you will pursue something or may gagawin ka para sa mga pangarap mo, or even nung nagpaplano ka pa lang, no, may emotion kang nararamdaman na fear. So how are we going to understand that every time we encounter it, no? Kasi hindi naman siya mawawala. Meaning to say, it is a natural emotion. It's there. It can be triggered as well anytime. So, ang pinakamagandang gawin is harapin, no? Kilalanin, and in a way, i-accept, no? Kung ano ba yung dala niya sa buhay natin at paano natin siya i-handle by the end of the day. Especially if we are talking about pursuing what you really want in life and it's somehow hindering you, no, to achieve that. So let's take time this afternoon to understand that emotion, that kind of encounter, that kind of experience. No, so before I will proceed, let me just also acknowledge no yung presence ng ating Kindred coaches. I have Coach Nords with me and also Master Coach Asmin and Coach Marife. Thank you as well for tagging your friends, no? So, watching from, okay. All right, mag-ingat ka dyan, Coach Nords, no? Balita ko malamig na agsimoy ng hangin dyan sa Baguio, no? Sana all. We also have Coach Teen with us this afternoon. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about fear again. That encounter of fear in the context of your purpose, of your calling, and in your mission that you wanna do. So when we talk about fear, it is reflected as false evidence appearing real. No, so fear is often described as false evidence appearing real. No, so when there are different triggers that can reflect that fear, that emotion, that experience, that encounter, no, so uncertainty is what triggers the fear, no, so if there is, after you are able to lay down your plans, no, or even if you are in the middle of doing your plans, no, or you have been fighting for the long time and doing the things that you are called to do, merong mga portion dyan, somewhere in between, no, na pag naramdaman mo yung uncertainty, no, tini-trigger na yung fear na emotion or yung pakiramdam, no, so hindi natin siya maiiwasan, meaning to say andyan siya from time to time, no, so you should also give yourself, no, that moment to acknowledge that fear, no, hindi dahil courageous ka wala ka ng fear, no, quite the opposite, no, meron kang fear tapos nag-respond ka, so tinatawag natin yung courage kasi despite that emotion nag-respond ka pa rin towards how you see it, okay, towards what can support what you really want in life. So again, if there is uncertainty, that will trigger your fear. So pag naramdaman mo na yung fear, then take time to understand yourself or take time to pause and trace, no, saan nanggagaling yung fear, and if there is uncertainty, no, kahit anong area man yan, malamang yan yung nakapag-trigger ng fear na pakiramdam mo. Okay? So, however, may isa ding aspect itong uncertainty na to, no? So, this isn't uncertainty about life or death, no? Kasi ito, pag we're talking about life and death situation, it's a new kind of ano siya, ibang level siya ng fear, no? So, ibang level, ibang konteksto yan. Yung pinag-uusapan natin ngayon is really more about the things that you want to do, the things that you want to pursue, and then there's fear because of uncertainty, no? So, this isn't again uncertainty about life or death, but rather a different kind of uncertainty that doesn't have such like dire consequences, and yet we create these consequences in our mind, okay, by blowing things out of proportion. So meaning to say, pag nakaramdam ka na ng fear and then marami kang reaction na ginawa, no, sunod-sunod because of that fear of uncertainty or kung anong man yung fear na nararamdaman mo, no, ang mangyayari, imbis na kaya naman siyang i-manage, nagkakaroon, it can blow out of proportion just because of how you are actually handling this kind of emotion or experience or encounter in your end. So we experience fear because we see things as being like a life or death situations, no? So ito naman yung the other end, no? Pag meron kang nakita, hindi naman physical talaga, but when you feel like it's a life or death situations, yung mga desisyon na kailangan mong gawin, no? Pwede ding mag-trigger ito ng fear. And when you fail to see them for what they really are, no? So meaning to say, kung walang clarity, if you fail to see them, these fears that you are feeling, if you fail to see them for what they really are, it can also trigger your fear. So uncertainty exists when you experience fear, and in order to eliminate uncertainty, we need to gain some clarity in several important areas relating to your fear. So that's why when kaya natin siya tinatawag na false evidence appearing real, no? Kasi because at that time na meron kang emotion na fear or na-experience na fear na pakiramdam or nai-encounter within you, no, it seems like it is so real. That's why you need to pause and take time to really bring it to clarity kung totoo nga ba, no, naka-fear yung isang sitwasyon. So it is really important when there is uncertainty that triggers the fear, it is important to bring this uncertainty to clarity so you can be able to really also manage your responses at the same time, look for possible solutions that can be able to assure your success despite of the fear that you are feeling, experiencing, or yung nai-encounter mo. Okay, so moving on, fear again is a basic human instinct. So without fear, you would take foolish risk ito naman yung tawag dito, ito naman yung kagandahan, no? Kung since basic instinct siya, okay? Meron siyang fear na tinatawag, ito naman yung normal ano natin no everyday activity, tapos meron kang healthy kind of fear, no, kasi you have to also acknowledge hindi naman lahat ng fear talaga tinatakot ka, may mga fear din talaga na sinusupport niya, no, especially sinusupport ka, especially yung mga daily activities natin, like for example like yung tatawid ka, no, may certain kind of fear na titignan mo yung both ends before ka tatawid. No, otherwise, kung wala kang ganun na pakiram, dire-diretso ka lang, no? So, which will not be good to you. So, because of that kind of tingling feeling there, no, yung fear na yan, then it enables you, it signals your brain to look at the other, I mean, both sides and make sure it's clear, no? So, clarity uli before you proceed, no? So, even yung nag-adventure tayo, no? Meron yang certain kind of yung fear kang nararamdaman, so it makes you aware of what's really going on, no, before ka mag-proceed sa gagawin mo, like for example pag you will jump off the cliff, no, noong I don't know kung pag I mean I don't know if you're connecting, no, pag yung mga may mga beach, no, na pwede kang mag-jump off the cliff para ma-experience mo yung diving or pagda-dive, no? Meron din to sa mga falls, no? So may mga ganun na kind of experience. So before mo siya gagawin, di ba, meron mong certain kind of fear kang nararamdaman. So i-check out mo lahat, no? Make sure mo na tubig talaga yung kakalandingan mo, di ba? I-make sure mo na clear yung paglanding mo sa tubig, no? So before you will proceed in jumping off, no? So may mga klarong mga fear na in a way, sinusupport din niya yung magiging decisions mo, no? But what we will be talking about this afternoon is really those kind of fears na nagiging hindrance doon sa pag-angat, no, or pag-pursue na gusto mo talagang gawin. So to our kindred coaches, no, and fellow learners, how are you connecting right now, like anong klaseng fear na nakakatulong sa inyo in a way, no, when you respond on certain situation, at ano din yung klaseng fear na pag nararamdaman mo nagiging challenge talaga sa iyo to move, no, na makagalaw or mag-respond, no. So let me know yung dalawang ends ng fear na yon, how you are also encountering it in your end. Okay, so again, but too much fear is just as bad, no? Pag sobra-sobra. So the most like successful people learn to face their fears, no? Kung sobrang fears yung nararamdaman mo, no? At some point, you need to also learn how to face it, no, so and assess how real the threat is and how you can be able to use that energy to get where you want to be. Okay, so kaya importante talagang ma-assess saan nanggagaling yung threat, saan nanggagaling yung uncertainty, saan nanggagaling yung trigger ng fear, again, para ma-assure mo ng tama yung energy mo, yung focus mo to where you want to be. Kasi pag hindi mo rin siya na-manage, no, magiging hindrance siya ng gusto mo talagang gawin. So, um, in its worst form, fear can really paralyze and confuse you. But then again, there's no need to really stay stuck there. Okay, I just want you to know na pag nag-strike siya, pag na-experience mo na siya, yung fear, pag na-encounter mo na siya, no, isa sa pinaka worst niyang gawin sa iyo is really to paralyze and confuse you, and you will not be able to really do what you really want to do, no? Especially if ang usapan na to ay yung mission na gagawin mo. So, it is part of the process, no? Magiging part siya ng journey. Okay? So, awareness is the key. So, that's why we're taking time right now to really understand kung paano yung dynamics, no? Since it is, again, a basic human instinct. At the same time, it can be triggered as well anytime along the way, along your journey. So it's good to understand how you are encountering fear, how you are managing, and how are you responding. Okay? So once you learn how to take control of your fears, okay, they shrink back down into their proper proportions. And again, don't let fear of what is unknown, what is uncertain, to stop you from taking action towards the mission that you want to do or the goals that you want to achieve in life. Again, pag sobrang na-magnify mo yung fear, lalaki talaga siya. But once you are able to take control of that, by understanding, by accepting, and seeing how you can be able to manage it, fear will shrink back down in their proper proportion. Okay? So, moving on, kasi we're talking about nga, no, pinapakita niya yung the other side of it. Okay? So, we will now talk about how can you be able to really prove it, no? So, meaning to say, you need to take time to understand what is really the picture of fear to you, no? Meaning to say, bring it to clarity. Make it clear how you see it. Like, what is it that you are fearful of? So, every time may project kang gagawin, every time meron kang goals na isi-set, no? Ang pinakapapalong fear agad niyan is more of what if hindi siya tawag ito, what if hindi siya mangyayari talaga, no? Can I take the disappointment? Can I take the frustration? Can I take the blow? No? So, isa yan sa mga, pag naplano mo na lahat, no, isa yan sa mga bagay, isa yan sa mga emosyon na magki-kick in, no? So, let me know if you can connect, no? Ito yung pag nagplano ka, tapos, ano na, forma na yung plano mo, tapos bigla mong maramdaman yung kung i-execute mo to tapos wala kang makikitang resulta or not the way you are expecting, and can I take it, no? So isa yan sa mga fear na papalo. So, but then again, it's good acknowledge it, to bring it to clarity. That's why it's important to know, to take time to ask yourself, what is it that you are really fearful of sa project mo, sa ginagawa mo ngayon, or kung saan ka nakakaramdam ng fear, no? It's important na maklaro mo sa sarili mo kung ano ba talaga yung fearful sa bagay na ito, sa area na ito. Right? How exactly it looks like in a There, I'm back. Okay, so moving on. No? Thank you for patiently waiting. Moving on, as we talk about bringing these emotions, your fear, into clarity, it is important for you to ask this this question. No, so again, what's your life like living with this fear, with what you are fearful about right now, and how does this make you feel? Like kung yun yung picture ng after mo ma-picture out yung buhay mo pag may ganito kang klaseng fear, no? So ano ngayon yung pakiramdam kung i-tolerate mo siya parati, yung fear na ito? And what opportunities are you missing out as a result of keeping that fear, no? Or responding out of fear? What opportunities are you missing out? So after mo siyang ma-picture out kung ano ba yung buhay, ano ba yung mukha ng buhay kung fearful ka at ano ba yung pakiramdam, no? So, kailangan mo mag-visualize habang hindi ka pa nagdedesisyon, no? So, meaning to say, this is a very good dynamics before ka maging reactive doon sa fear, no? Give yourself that favor as well, no? Support yourself by really taking time to understand where the fear is coming from, and allow yourself to picture it out, no, and process it from there. Okay, give the time to reflect on how is it making you feel, if this is the picture of your life because of the fear that you feel, and what are the consequences of living with this fear each and every day. Okay, so yun, I think that's the most powerful question there, no? So pag may gusto kang isimulan, no, if it is a hobby or may gusto kang i-pursue, no, sa buhay mo, like your purpose, yung mission na matagal mo nang medyo pinapart, no? Kasi meron ka pang ginagawang sa tingin mo importante, but still if it's calling you to finally do it and you are being hindered by fear, then it is important for you to align yourself to the consequences of living with fear every day of your life and not really doing what you are called to do or what you think you should be doing, no? So ano ba yung magiging consequences nito? And what will the future look like if you are unable to overcome this fear, no? So ang pinaka connected ako, no, yung papunta na ako dito sa Manila, no? So from the province, after a month's vacation, my cousin invited me to come here in Manila, no? So since sobrang layo yan, although sanay naman ako na nakatira malayo sa parents ko kasi I was staying in a boarding house na when I was in college, but yung Manila kasi parang ang layo talaga sa iisipin mo, no? So I was just invited to take a vacation here, and makakauwi lang naman daw ako, sabi nung pinsan ko, no? Pero hindi naman talaga ganun yung nangyari. But at that time talaga, it's like, okay, should I go? Should I not go? No? Kasi nga, yung comfort ko nandun naman talaga sa amin. And hindi ko masyadong naplanuhan na I will be working outside of sa province namin, no? Malayo yun sa iniisip ko, sa sarili ko. So, but then again, naisip ko at that time, if I will not do it, if I will not to try to see what's in the other side, ano yung what is that something that I will be missing out? And noong iniisip ko naman yung dalawang bagay na yun, no, yung kailangan kong desisyonan, by the end of the day, I can take the risk naman, no? It's not really a life and death situation kasi pagdating dito, if hindi ko, I mean, I can always go back home. Yun yung nasa isip ko, no? So, when you are in that situation, when there is so much fear, no, it's good to take time to really understand if you will not if you will not overcome that fearful emotion, yung fear na nararamdaman mo, anong mukha ng future mo, no? So, what is important is for you to be able to go through that process and see the different evidences of really where the fear is coming from. Like, what is the evidence that your thought will really happen? Like, yung worst, kasi pag may fear, worst case scenario agad yan, di ba? So, ano yung, you need to understand kung ano yung mga different evidences na nakikita mo na mangyayari talaga yung iniisip mong worst case scenario. So, is this evidence based on fact or emotion, no? So kailangan mo ring i-allow yung sarili mo to go through that process kung ito ba ay emosyon or talagang totoo, no? And how likely is it to happen? So you can also cite your past experiences noong naging fearful ka yet you choose to overcome it, or other evidences that will support, no, and can bring it to clarity yung nararamdaman mong fear. So, basta ang objective nito is really more of allowing yourself to first acknowledge the emotion, the experience, the encounter of that fear, and then bring it to clarity, no? Bring it to where you can see evidences of that fear, especially if that fear is really paralyzing you to respond in a situation. Okay? So, after that, no, pagkatapos mong magkaroon ng clarity in your end, you can be able to also see, no, na, sige, just in case mangyari talaga yung kinatatakutan mo, no, ano ba talaga yung worst scenario na pwedeng mangyari? And paano mo siya i-deal? No? Para mabigyan din natin ng clarity yung part na yan, no? Kasi pag iniisip din siya parati ng brain mo, pag parati mo yang, like after mong nakita na yung mga evidences naman talaga, hindi naman talaga papunta doon, no? Doon sa kinatatakutan mo. But kung parati pa rin paulit-ulit yung emotion na yun, no? Then you can take time to also understand that part there na, sige, pag nangyari, yung fear mo, ano ba yung worst case scenario nito? Ano ba yung worst scenario that can take place? And how will you deal with it, no? And then if your fear comes true, what is most likely to happen and how would you handle it, no? So yung bagay na to, yung part na to, if you are able to ask yourself that very important question at kung may sagot na can that can manage yung mga responses mo pag nangyari siya, then chances would be you can also be able to take control of your fear, no? So it's really more of giving you the power, like be empowered to take control of the fear than allowing that fear to take control of you. Okay, so moving on, after mong dumaan sa ganong proseso, no, so it is a coaching process just in case it's kind of challenging in your end, I mean challenging to do in your end. Feel free to reach out to a life coach at Life Coach Philippines or at 0917-586-1661. We can always help you in the process. Okay, so after you are able to go through that process, you can now replace, no, that thought, that fearful thought, you can now replace with your thought that is positive enough, okay, that can support what you really want to happen. No? So yung ending nito is really to still allow you to move, no? To still support you to move towards what you really want to happen in your life. Okay? So when you are able to go through that process, no, to arrest your fear, then it is you gaining control of that fear, then allowing that fear to take control of what you really want to happen, of what you think is your mission and your purpose in life. So again, courage is knowing what not to fear. So it's about awareness, so you can be able to manage it and really recalibrate your ways of how to manage in such a way that it will empower you to still do the things that you want to do. So taking control of your fears, it's probably safe to say that we all experience fear of some kind throughout our lives, okay? Again, this fear often results from a level of uncertainty that we are about that I mean to when we are about to do something really important to us, no? So it prevents us from taking the necessary actions we want to take, no? So in order to achieve that desired outcome, no? So this consequently as well, no, can diminish our levels of like self-esteem and can therefore hold us back from taking the necessary actions in other areas of our lives that we want to actually do, no? So when it comes to fear, it's a human instinct. It is also like it can be triggered by any type of uncertainty. So acknowledge it. It is part of you being human. After acknowledging it, bring it to clarity, no, and then look for evidences if that worst scenario in your head that is brought by fear can really happen. Now, if it can happen, how will you deal with it? What is the worst case scenario? What is the worst thing that can happen from it? No, so be empowered, take control of your fear. All right, so as we end, if you are in your journey right now really discovering who you are, feel free to connect with me. I have this one-on-one coaching package that can enable you to encounter yourself and empower yourself as well to achieve the things that you want in life. Also, we wanna invite you for individuals who want to also do what we do and you want to like embark on a journey of also becoming a certified life coach. Master Coach A offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. This is a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So feel free to connect with me. I'll be more than happy to walk you through the details of our certification program. And as I end this conversation, again, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization as well of professional certified life coaches. So if you are not yet a smart holder of Be Learning e-card and you are still missing all the perks that we enjoy today, this is like the best day to take action. You can connect with me through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society, the tent maker of Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. So you can be able to enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic and really get full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach Shay happening every fourth Saturday of the month, plus benefit from the 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So this month's Mental Model Masterclass is scheduled on December 18 at 7 p.m. Master Coach A will teach on reinvention mental model, no? So it is a master class. So to register now and get ready, feel free to connect with me at 0917-586-1661. All right, so do join us for another coaching conversation tomorrow with Coach Lynn for coaching for emotional safety at 10 a.m., Coach Marife for coaching for overcoming at 2 p.m., and Coach Trisha for coaching for mental model at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Rezzhel from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bang, boom. Goodbye.